Yes, guys, we're actually back with a video. I know it's been so long. Um, this video, as you can see, by the intro, is a transfer show, basically talking about the players we've been linked to in general, um, how likely I think they are, and basically an outgoing as well, in a way. Could be used as an outgoing. Could be a new contract. We'll have to see. Um, we'll have four incomings that could possibly happen. Four, am I counting now? Yeah, yeah. Four incomings and one outgoing slash contract signing. Might as well start with the most obvious elephant in the room, which is Tom Heaton. Um, thing about this is, I'm going to be honest, elephant in the room. Everyone knows Tom Heaton is going to sign for United, which means that either Dean or Henderson's going to leave the club. Dean or Henderson? What am I at, lads? I haven't done this in long enough. Dean Henderson or David De Gea? Now, personally, I think it would be David De Gea. I think the club have put Dean Henderson on such a pedestal to David De Gea this season, in my opinion. Like, Dean Henderson's came back from loan. Started the season, De Gea was playing most matches. Dean Henderson wasn't playing much. De Gea went over to spend time with his girlfriend who had a child, and Dean Henderson got that spot, the number one spot. De Gea played well near the end of the season. In my opinion, better than Dean Henderson. He let himself down with the Europa League final. Wasn't his fault though. This signing just odd to me. Another keeper. You're going to get Romero. Let Romero go. Like, how from one season we go from having the best, you could say, goalkeeper in the league, not this season or last season, but you could say, like, best goalkeeper in the league at some stage, best backup goalkeeper, Dean Henderson, and best third keeper, Romero, to having Dean Henderson, you wouldn't say he's best keeper in the league, um, um, Heaton, and Lee Grant. Like, our standards are slipping here. Like, after one good season, the standards are going down. Like, if I'm being 100% honest, I'm just not happy with that. Heaton as a backup, an aging keeper who is doing an alright job as backup, but like not compared to Henderson as a backup in a way. And then Lee Grant as your third keeper. Like, I'd just be sad to see De Gea go. I think I'd love to see De Gea. He's going into his prime. It's like, but is there a way back for De Gea? It's like he looks really low on confidence, if you get me. Um, it just, I think there is a way back for De Gea. I just think he thinks that the fans and the club don't believe in him, which majority of the fan base don't now, which is a shame to see. But we'll just have to see what happens in this transfer window. Then we got Kieran Trippier. Back up to Wan-Bissaka. Would be around 15-20 million, from what reports are saying. Would I like this to happen? It's not my ideal choice, but I don't find a problem with the signing. There's rumours that Ollie wanted to play Wan-Bissaka centre back in pre-season, which I just think no. Unless you're going to play unless you're going to play 3 back, which I don't want to see, don't play him centre back. I don't think he has the height for a centre back in the Premier League these days. I don't think he has the positional awareness. We've seen many times this season he's got caught out by his positioning, and I think he needs to grow as a full back before he tries out as a centre back. Like, maybe later in his career when he gets to maybe 29, 30, or like 31, 32, where he starts losing his legs and his pace. You might want to give him a chance to centre back. It just, I don't think he's there yet. Like, he hasn't even mastered the full back position, let alone moving into centre back. It just, if we're signing Trippier to move Wan-Bissaka to centre back, I'd be disappointed with that. I would just like to see Trippier to compete with Wan-Bissaka the way that Telles has with Shaw. Because I say Telles, he's a good sign. We all were very happy with him, and I think one thing we can all agree on is Telles went from, no offence, the Portuguese league to United it's not like he's going to be complaining that he's not starting every game. I say he knows well enough when he signed the contract, right, I won't be playing every single game. Which, it's fine for a player if you want that, a squad player. But will Trippier want to do that? I'm not really too sure on that. Back on Tom Heaton, I forgot to say, I think, well, transfers, I think 90% going to happen. Trippier, give about 50-50. Bit less than that, maybe 40-60. I don't know, it just seems like signing would do. I'd rather Max Aarons, but obviously we'd have to pay a higher price because Norwich just got promoted. And he's an English fullback, we know the English tax. Next we have Rafa Varane. See, I think we'd all love this signing to happen. I don't think it will happen. I think there's rumours that Ancelotti doesn't want to sell Varane because he wants to play Alaba a CDM. And yeah, that makes sense. In a way, it just, I think Varane would be the perfect centre back for us. He's experience, he's pace, he's good on the ball. It's just, I don't see the Glazers making this type of signing, and it's sad to say, but like, I think we'd all love it for it to happen. I don't know why we're getting linked to Pau Torres. We watched him in the final. It's not that he's bad, it's too similar to Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, and we need to get out of that pairing as soon as possible. I don't know why we're sticking with it, and this is just my general opinion. I think if you put Lindelof in Arsenal, maybe at Tottenham even, Leicester, he'd be a great centre-back. He'd be brilliant. It's just, I don't see how you put Lindelof and Harry Maguire together next season. You see how many goals they mistake because of each other, and I just don't think they complement each other well. Like, defense is the best attack, is what I say. And when we have a bad defense with that, like the inconsistencies we have, we're not going to get very far in attack. Like, you have to build from the back, in my opinion. Like, I'd rather have a good defense and then a good attack, because at least you won't concede then. If you have good attack and a shit defense, sorry for cursing there, lads, and a bad defense, like, you're going to get nowhere with that, because you can score as many goals as you want, but you're still losing games. Varane, I would say 20%, 10% even a chance of him signing. As much as we all love it, I don't see it happening. Right, the big man, Jadon Sancho. We've been linked to him for the past 2 summers now. Christian Falk has said that we have agreed personal terms, we've put in a bid. Romano has said we've put in a bid with personal terms. And Falk said we put in a bid. I'm not sure about Romano. He said we agreed personal terms with Sancho and they're not a problem. Which we kind of knew that already. It just, I'm not going to get my hopes up yet, because we all did last summer and we saw how that turned out, and I don't think they're bad with the Glazers. And I think we've needed a right winger for so long, we might as well get it sorted. And if I don't know why we're not going for CDM. It's not being talked about this that much even. I just think I would, if I had to choose between Ndidi and Jadon Sancho, we need Ndidi more, and I think it would help us more in a way to have Ndidi than Sancho. Like, Sancho, I think everyone would agree, would love to sign him. It's not really a priority compared to what we have. It is needed, but like, we need to see the centre back more. We're not going to go for them. I don't know why, but we just need them more. But I actually do think we will get Sancho this summer. I think happened with Bruno, happened with many players before. I think we will sign him. I think we need to. We can't afford to lose out in another transfer battle. The Glazers will know that, with the toxicity that's been around the club, the protests and everything. I would give Sancho a 70% chance of happening. Yeah, 70% chance. I think it's more likely than unlikely to happen, if you get me. On to Paul Pogba. Rumours of him signing a new contract, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is negotiating with him as we speak. But there's also other sources saying that Pogba doesn't want to sign a new contract because he wants to go on free, and PSG, Real Madrid, or Barcelona and Juventus would love to have him at their club if he's available on a free transfer, which anyone would. I say, if any club in the world got offered Paul Pogba for free, they take it. They snatch it right up. There's no way that Liverpool, Man City, or any club in the world would say no to Pogba on a free. Don't think they would. I think he's too good of a talent. I think you could build on him more, and I don't think we've seen the best Pogba can hit. I think Pogba can get even better. We just have to build around him. I think Pogba's problem is he's played in positions where he's not set free, like left winger. He's forced to track back the whole time. CDM is my opinion, the best way you could put him in our system. With the way we play, he's kind of like put on a leash. He's not allowed to do certain things. I would prefer to see us sign an Ndidi and play Bruno and Pogba as eights. In my personal opinion, I say that would work. We've done it in the past. Many clubs do it. Liverpool do it with Fabinho, and they don't do it with Fabinho and Henderson. My bad. Man City do it, don't they, with Rodri? Yeah, they do it with Rodri, CDM, Gundogan, De Bruyne, could be Silva. There's so much depth, Man City do. But Pogba signed a new contract. How likely is that? I don't know. I'd say 50-50. Go anyway. But guys, that's basically a roundup of my transfers. My opinions on them, who we've been linked with. Hopefully I'll have more of these videos to come. If we've call-ins or anything like that, I'll update you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and see ya.